Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. I was reading the papers this last few days, and I was finished reading them today, and I was just thinking, man, it was a lot of bad stuff happened this week. But the papers are always full of bad stuff and gloom. So this is basically the end of the week update. All right, the update and review. So I'm gonna just try to keep it to the weather part. I ain't gonna try to talk about any of the other stuff. Everybody knows New York City got flooded in the subways again because of that storm that came up the coast. So they tore up New York City as was expected. A lot of people don't know that Hawaii had a earthquake this week. Also, Hawaii, and that messed up a lot of things. And then that out there in Northern California and Nevada, they had that earthquake that hit. They had an earthquake. I think it was uh, a Max 6 or whatever it was. Earthquakes, and plus they had a lot of aftershocks that caused a lot of damage out there. So you got to be wary because that's pretty close to Yellowstone Park out there, and California's supposed to go in the water. They say I don't know. Also, I seen in the paper where the water was so hot up in Vancouver, British Columbia, that the sea life up there was actually boiling. I mean, really, the clams and the mussels up there was boiling. That the water was so hot that they started to stink. I mean, it was getting cooked. It was that hot up there. I mean, it's been hot. It was the heat and the low tide that had something to do with that. That was up in Vancouver. Yeah. Also, I seen in Czechoslovakia, not Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic, that they found that they have trout up there that is addicted to meth. Like we get fish in our lake sometimes up in Lake Erie. Sometimes we have fish that's addicted to mercury. That have mercury in them. But they got fish over there that's addicted to methamphetamines. Ain't that crazy? All that stuff and that pollution in the water, it causes that. Okay, and then like I said, everybody know about the volcano that erupted in the Philippines. 30 miles outside of Manila, and 6,500 families was displaced. So nothing we can do about that but pray for them people. Pray for them. And the funniest story I did read was about this happened this week, was the Mexican in Mexico. They had a fire in the Bay of Chapay. Maybe I might be saying it wrong, but they call it the Eye of Fire. That the actual bay caught on fire. It was because of a lightning strike striking some methane gas that was leaking up from a pipeline that the Mexican government run up under the water, and it caused the water to burn. Reminded me of the Cuyahoga River when it used to burn in the 60s. But that's a whole nother story there. Okay. And then everybody know California fires are burning. It's been doubled in size since the first beginning. And it's going to keep burning for a while. It burns every year. Man, I feel sorry for people who live in California, with the situation and the problems they have out there. They have a whole lot of things going on out there. And it's going to cause blackouts because it's burning down a lot of electrical wires and stuff. So they got to reroute power and everything and tell people to conserve power. And they have to start rerouting stuff up there. Like I said, I wasn't going to make this long, but let me start talking about some other stuff that I've seen in there. Everybody know about the hackers, out of Russia. As one of our presidents say, Russia has nothing to do with it. But that bull, how I feel about Russia. Can't stand Russia. So anyway, our new president, he says that he's going to tell them that they don't know this right now. He's warning the Russian government, if they don't put a stop to these hackers, we will. So I don't know if it's just tough talk or not. I want to see what's going to happen with that. So I'm keeping an eye on that. And then about the January 6th insurrection. Everybody know about that. They got this committee is expected to start holding hearings the end of the month. So we're going to see what's happening with that. A lot of people going to jail because they're going to make examples out of them. So that's and another thing, how I feel about AI. And right now they got these drones out there that's using facial recognition, these autonomous weapons out there, and these drones are making their own decisions. And they not just one drone, they in swarms. It's kind of like that movie Angel Has Fallen. If you remember Angel Has Fallen, or London Has Fallen, or Olympus is falling or whatever. But the one with Angel is falling, when Morgan Freeman was president, and all them drones was killing all the CIA, FBI agents and stuff like that. That's how it is right now with these AI drones that they got. These autonomous drones that are thinking for themselves, making their own decisions. Told you, watch out. We gonna get hit with a whole bunch of stuff at one time, and we're not gonna be able to handle it. I mean, with the food, the AI going berserk. It ain't going berserk, yeah. Now when people acting stupid out there with all these protesting and stuff like that, I mean, it's just getting out of hand with a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna be Rodney King, say why we all can't get along. I'm gonna just say keep that stuff away from me, because it's getting too crazy out there. Okay, like I say, if you're a prepper, keep prepping. If you're not a prepper, you need to start prepping. You need to start getting the stuff together. And like I said, this is just a week update, just for all the crap that was happening this whole week. It was just stuff. Like I said, I'm gonna have to stop watching. Well, I haven't watched TV, so I didn't know all this was going on. It's but I read the paper. I should have stopped reading the paper too. But I don't want to be without information. And that's about it. So thank you, YouTube.